Why do I use keto? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Adamimmune. If you are new here, let me just tell you this channel is mostly devoted to people trying to find remission from autoimmune disease. It's also about weight loss and anything health related. So, if you're interested in that, please subscribe below. I really appreciate it. Recently I've discovered that many people haven't even heard of the AIP diet. So that's my main goal, to get it out there, to share it with people. Alright, let's get started. I have adopted the AIP lifestyle to stay in remission. However, I've got all sorts of tricks up my sleeve. I'm not just strict AIP, I'm also pretty strict keto as well, among other things. Full disclosure, I didn't even really realize I was keto or, like official keto until recently. I've told people quite a bit, and even recently I mentioned in a video that I cycle in and out of low carbon keto, and technically that is true, but mostly I'm just keto. But yeah, I guess I'm not exactly low carb. Now I will have a day, or maybe even 2 out of a month, where I go above the official keto guidelines, but it's a rare occasion, and it's not exactly a treat. It's just when I happen to have those certain foods, and I kind of just go off how my body feels. Some would probably say it's intuitive eating. I don't like to use that word. I mean, I'm just not quite there yet. Maybe I'll do a video in the future. Don't be surprised if it comes up again. I am going to assume that you've at least heard a little bit about keto, or you probably wouldn't have clicked on the video. If not, that's cool too. Obviously, I found autoimmune remission with AIP, but keto was a big help to that, and I will get to reasons why for that in the next video. But in this video I just want to kind of tell you, some people can do keto and be successful at it. Sure, it's not for everybody. Everybody's body's a little different. When you are in ketosis, your body transitions from burning sugar or glucose for fuel to fat or ketones primarily. And if you have extra stored body fat on you, like me, and you're in a calorie deficiency, you're going to burn those stored calories. It's going to be your primary fuel source. Pretty cool, right? Now, I'm not saying carbs are evil. They are not bad. They have their place, for sure. You need the nutrition in these carb foods. To be officially considered keto, you have to be under 50 grams of carbs per day. This, at first this may seem a little difficult. I know it did for me, but eventually it gets a lot easier. I mean, think about it like maybe a sweet potato and a serving of fruit like berries, maybe strawberries, and maybe a tablespoon of honey. That'll get you about 50 grams. That's not bad. I mean, you still get some sweetness, you get some fruit, and you're getting that starch that you, I'm not saying you need it, but you're getting that starch that you like to have every day. It does help you feel good, and it does have the nutrients and vitamins that your body needs. And again, of course, you can eat a bunch of spinach with that. I mean, a lot. I mean, I eat, several pounds a week. It just doesn't add up to much carbs at all. I mean, there's cauliflower, broccoli, cruciferous vegetables. They don't have many carbs at all, so don't be afraid of vegetables. Just eat the right vegetables. Focus on the right ones instead of what you're eliminating. It helps out. But again, do what works for you. These are just guidelines to get you started. So the fat intake needs to be around 70 to 75% of your overall calories, and then of course your carbs being at 5%. You may think that seems like a really low number, but again, some of these vegetables are very, very low carb, so you can eat a lot of them. Okay, I'm not telling you not to eat vegetables at all. I just want to be clear. Some people think keto is basically eating meat all the time, and it's not. Okay, if you're doing the right keto, you're eating tons of vegetables. I mean, mostly vegetables. Okay, that's what keto is. It's not being a meat eater. It's not a carnivore or a zero carb diet at all. I'm not even saying those are bad, okay? I haven't gotten there quite yet. Maybe I'll do a video on that in the future. I find it really interesting because I just heard about it recently. The zero carb diet. These guys eating just meat, literally. And I know they're doing it for the health, and they're seeing great results. But, going from the standard American diet to any diet is going to show great results. I mean, look at the vegans. They're like, oh, look at heart disease disappearing and all that. Well, that's because some of them aren't eating refined sugar and processed foods and McDonald's. Of course you're feeling better. Of course you are. But you're not finding that perfect health, and you're not finding autoimmune remission like I have. You don't have to stop eating meat, you don't have to stop eating vegetables to find autoimmune remission, and I'm proof of that. I hate to say a happy balance, because I am not all about the balance guy, okay? I'm not the moderation guy at all. There's just the right foods that do the job, okay? There's the right foods and the wrong foods. And I'm not saying they're the wrong foods for everybody either, okay? Not everybody has to be insane and do this diet. But if you want good health and you're sick, like I was, in pain and suffering every day of your life, this might be your last chance and your only chance. So give it a shot. If you haven't found remission, try keto. If you tried keto and it didn't work and you gave it a full go, you know, go a little bit higher in carbs. That's okay. Do what works for you. This is just simple, straightforward biohacking. I will talk more about that in a future video. Keto does 3 things amazingly well. These are the reasons why I continue to do keto. Number 1, keto keeps my cravings in check. Because I eat a very low carb diet, I don't waste any of my carbs on high carb and high sugary foods. You know, foods that have no nutritional value whatsoever. Like junk food and, you know, pizza. Yes, pizza and chocolate and, you know, dare I say dairy. You know, I don't waste anything, okay? All my food has a value. It has a point to it. I'm not just eating to enjoy food. I think we should enjoy food, but are we really enjoying food when we're just eating food we're addicted to all the time? No, we're not. To really enjoy food, it needs to be a fuel source. It's fuel and it's medicine. That's it. Now, you will enjoy food a lot more when you have a right relationship with food. And it's tough to get there, I know, but you will get there eventually, I promise. If I haven't mentioned so far, and maybe you've guessed it, I eat clean keto. I don't do just regular keto. You know, I've seen people where they take it as far as it being close to Atkins. It is not the Atkins diet at all. A lot of people on keto, you know, they eat a lot of meat and mostly vegetables. That's the right way to do it. But then they're eating a lot of cheese and dairy and, you know, things that are fatty and, you know, protein, but they're not eating the right ones, the clean foods. It is, you know, it's no wonder why a lot of people don't find good health with that. I mean, you know, these foods are nasty, okay? They will not be good in your digestive system. And your gut flora, all of that, that's where your immune system is. You got to protect yourself, and it starts there. So I eat clean, and I will get to that in the next video, all the foods that I eat. So if you're interested in what I eat on a clean keto diet, stay tuned for that. Number 2, keto keeps me fuller for longer. When you're eating fat and protein, the combination of that, it just keeps you full. I don't eat at all like I used to. I don't eat as much as I used to. I don't eat as many times per day. My meals look completely different. And yes, I only eat maybe 2 times a day. I used to eat like 5 or 6, seriously. I used to graze all day long. And today, yeah, I'm barely, it's a rare occasion where I actually get 3 meals a day. I know some of you are like, oh, he's intermittent fasting. Again, we will get to that in the future, okay? All kinds of tricks. And some of this isn't for everyone, so I want to be clear on that. When I do talk about each of these things, again, there are certain people with certain autoimmune diseases that shouldn't be doing things like this, okay? Now, consult your doctor, consult a functional medicine doctor, talk to a nutritionist. They will be the experts in this matter. I'm the expert on me. You know, I hear people talk about eating 5-6 meals a day. They just graze all day long. Got to get those protein in. You know, a lot of the paleo people are eating nuts all day. And I'm thinking, man, just give your stomach a rest. You know, we weren't meant to just eat all day long. We're not cows. Some of us may look like it. I know I did. And probably a little bit still do. But I'm getting there, okay? And we're just not meant to graze all day long. We're meant to have more fulfilling meals, you know, a larger meal or 2 a day, and that's it. Now, I do like to have kind of a treat at the end of a day. You know, when I say treat, I don't mean dessert like I used to, okay? It might be a handful of berries, you know, a serving size, a small serving size. I might incorporate a keto muffin where I just use coconut flour or something, you know, something real easy with some fat. I make it into a fat bomb as well. It's great. Some people probably wouldn't, most people probably wouldn't call it a treat, but to me, you know, it's a meal because it's at least 400 or 500 calories. I do try to get my calories in per day, and this has been the most difficult part so far. And number 3, it's the easiest by far way of losing weight, and I mean a ton of weight. Seriously, it burns fat like it's nobody's business. If you want to lose weight and you don't want to try hard, you don't want to get into fitness, and a lot of us autoimmuners, we just can't. I mean, you know it. Excess or vigorous exercise just causes more inflammation. you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, get on the keto wagon. If you can, again. But Adam, why do you recommend this when it's been proven that any diet with a calorie deficiency is going to help you lose weight? Yeah, this is true. This is 100% accurate. But again, you got to remember, guys, only 1% of people are able to keep weight off. 1%. When you make a diet a lifestyle, it's different. It becomes your world. I'm not saying I'm all about, you know, the diet's you. You are not your diet. But these are all tools and techniques that we use and we should be using for a lifetime for health. Because when you put your health first and make it a priority, weight loss will follow. And not all calories are created equal, are they? We've all heard about that guy eating McDonald's and losing weight every day. But think about it. Is he going to be able to do that long term? Eating McDonald's? Doesn't eating sugar and high carb foods make you even hungrier? Yeah. Think about it. Last time you had a donut, an hour or two later, you were hungry again. I guarantee it. These just aren't the foods that keep you satisfied. They don't keep you full. They make you hungrier. They keep your body burning most inefficiently protein and fat. Very small amount of carbs. This is it. Now, let me just go over for a second. I know that there are some people out there that will tell you that keto is unhealthy. You know what? They might be right. For some of us, it might not be the right diet at all. It depends on your autoimmune disease and it depends on your body. Again, we are all different. You know, if we look at the medical science, we know that it helps with seizures. We know this. It keeps people from having seizures if you have neurological disorders. That's about the amount of documentation we have on this. You know, we just don't have the research. So most people in the health industry will tell you, you know, they don't recommend it for pregnant women or children when there's no science to back that up at all. You know, we have guesses at best, and that's totally fine. And I'm not even telling you that you have to be doing keto, or even you should. I'm just telling you based on my experience how it helped me. And if you're in my situation where you were overweight your whole life and you couldn't lose weight no matter what you tried, this might be your only chance. Yeah, I know it was mine. Doing AIP alone, that's how I got in remission. But using keto helps me stay in remission. It's a great tool to use. You don't have to use it all the time either. I'm not saying anyone has to adopt a full keto lifestyle, but using it every now and then, even just using on the weekends or the weekdays, it's going to have benefits. So just do what works for you. The main thing is, no matter what diet you choose, be consistent with it, because consistency is key. Create a lifestyle around the way you eat, the way you live, to live a happier, healthier life. That's the best advice anyone can probably give you. Now, I didn't come up with that on my own either. This is the advice that I've gotten from the experts. This is the same thing they'll tell you. Some people, you know, they'll charge you to tell you that, but trust me, pick a diet, stick to it. For weight loss. Now, for AIP is the best diet for autoimmune remission though, okay? If you want to do a higher carb, you do you, but make sure it's AIP. Make sure it's clean. Make sure you're getting healthy fats in. This is key, okay? I wouldn't steer you wrong, but again, this is my body, this is what works for me. I don't recommend any autoimmune people going out and doing Insanity or P90X or any other vigorous exercise. That's not going to be what works for you, I promise. You're going to suffer big time. I know people like that, and they exercise day in and day out, 3 times a day, you know, but their food is junk, you know, they're eating candy bars and pasta every day. You can't expect to have good results like that. And, you know, like I tried to give in an earlier video, a metaphor, you know, about that lukewarm shower business. Anyway, if you're eating clean, you're good, okay? But if you're fueling your body with junk food and you're working out, it's not going to do any good, okay? You're wasting your time. Exercise without a clean diet is pointless, okay? You don't see any of these Hollywood celebrities going out there eating junk food. No, they are exercising like crazy, sure, because they're building muscle, right? And then they are eating super clean. Yeah, that's how you do it. I mean, there's no secret to it. Okay, now that I've painted a vivid picture of why I use keto, in my next video I'm going to tell you some successful ways on how to actually use it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave a comment below. I love to hear the comments. I love to read them. Usually they're really positive and they really inspire me back, so I really appreciate that. There was one more thing. Smash that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? What are you even doing with your life? Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.